guys, welcome back to the Riggie Report. My name is Riggie, and this video, I just want to talk about an article that I was just reading, and it's actually one of the scariest things to me personally. And it's an article about JP Morgan and Chase spending about $1 billion to acquire single family homes for rent. So they're going to partner with this company called Haven Realty Capital, and they're acquiring and building new houses specifically for rental income. To begin with, they're going to seed their investment with $415 million, and they're going to purchase 250 homes around the Atlanta metropolitan area. Now, this is really concerning to me. Right now, if you've been trying to buy a house, you already know how crazy the housing market is. I live in South Florida, and you can't buy, you can't even afford to buy a rock. You can't even afford to look at property the way the housing market is right now. I know a lot of people, myself included, that have been trying to buy houses, and we've been getting overbid. So even when it was just like regular investors or money, people coming in from out of state, you know, we were getting outbid by those people. Now to think that a multi-billion-dollar bank is now partnering with another billion-dollar company to not only create homes, to build homes, to rent to you, also buying up the available houses in the market. This is at record prices, might I add, because these are some of the highest prices we've seen in the real estate market since like 2008. The shit is absolutely insane. Okay, and the article says the for-sale housing market has been significantly hampered by recession fears, inflation, and rising interest rates, placing a burden on home builders and their ability to add to the housing stock. It's also, what they're not saying is placing a burden on home buyers. People who are working class people who have actual jobs. They're not like trust fund kids or trust fund babies. People who actually have to go out and work for a living. It is putting pressure on them. Because to be real, the house builders, they're being completely greedy right now. Houses that people are buying for like $500,000 are being made with the cheapest material available for sky high prices, and they're building them as fast as possible. And not only that, but interest rates just keep going up every single week. We turn on the news and the Fed is just increasing interest rates, so people can't afford to buy because of inflation. The price of everything has gone up. If you go to the supermarket right now, today I went to Publix, eggs were like $7. They're saying that inflation is only like 6 to 7%, but what I see when I go to the supermarket is that prices have actually doubled or tripled in some cases. It's absolutely insane. Not only is it difficult for you to even eat, but now they're making it even harder for you to buy property, buy land, to be able to sleep and feed your family. And I know that a lot of people have been like talking about the housing market and stuff like that. And a lot of millennials like myself, to be honest, were like waiting for the market to crash. Oh my God, as soon as the market crashes, I'm gonna buy a house. But to be honest, it looks like the reality is going to be something completely different, because a lot of these big investors are actually moving out of commercial real estate. If you guys remember, back in like 2020, coronavirus happens, we were all there, and a lot of people were working from home, and a lot of companies, you know, have kept that same model. So a lot of like governments and stuff like that were trying to force people to go back to work in the office. A lot of companies were trying to force people to go back to work in the office, and a lot of people really didn't want to. So that has driven the value of commercial property down by a lot. And commercial property is supposed to be, you know, one of like the safest asset classes. So now these banks and these really big hedge funds are leaving commercial property, and instead of renting to businesses that are stable tenants, they're trying to take homes away from single families, from regular people, you and me, and turn us into perpetual renters. Because at the end of the day, people are always going to need somewhere to live. And if they can't afford to buy, they're going to have to rent. This is absolutely scary, because if you think about how just evil, not evil, but like evil, cartoonishly evil some of these bankers are. It's like that would make one of the biggest financial institutions in the country a mega landlord. Like, that's insane. Like, how is it that they are able to buy entire neighborhoods? They're going to buy 250 homes in 3 entire neighborhoods in Atlanta where this project is supposed to be starting. Let me know what you guys think down below, because to me personally, I see this as a big red flag, like a huge red flag that just shows like where our economy is going and where we're going to be, you know, treated as consumers. And it's really not a very good look. It's not a future that, you know, I'm optimistic about. So yeah, that's all I have for you for today. I just got off work. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.